Let's rank all 7 Hokages from weakest to strongest, and bear in mind that this is going to be the only correct way of ranking the Hokages that you'll ever see on YouTube. Before we get to the rankings, however, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. The first thing we have to keep in mind is that all Hokages are powerful, otherwise they wouldn't have become Hokages in the first place. It's kind of in the job description, you have to be strong. But of course, there are gonna be those who are stronger than the others. Starting off with number 7, the weakest Hokage was Tsunade. Many people give Tsunade a lot of flack because of the fight against Kabuto where she was doing very poorly, and this is by no means the reason why I'm putting her in last place. No, the fight against Kabuto was essentially an outlier because Tsunade was in a very bad mental state when she entered the fight, and then the hemophobia just completely shattered her will to fight. She was paralyzed essentially by her fear, and we see it very clearly that when Tsunade overcomes that fear and her insecurities in the same fight, she was slapping Orochimaru around. Tsunade was also able to fight against Madara for quite some time. She was able to punch through the Susanoo for a couple of times. Granted, Madara was toying with the 5 Kage and she did have the help from the other Kages. Her summoning was very strong. Katsui was able to heal the entire Leaf Village during the Pain Invasion, but unfortunately Tsunade doesn't have that many feats or that many fights in the entire series, and she is not in last place because she's weak. She's just here because someone has to be the weakest, and she is in this case, although I would argue she was a better Hokage than most. Let's move on to number 6, Kakashi Hatake. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, no, Kakashi is stronger than blah blah blah. Nah. Well, I think you're reading too many light novels, and those are power fantasies for the titular character, essentially. I mean, if you're gonna take the Itachi light novels seriously, you're gonna come out of those with the impression that Itachi could solo fiction, so I'm not really counting those things here. Kakashi, once he becomes the Hokage, he doesn't have the Sharingan anymore, and I know a lot of people claim that Kakashi gets more powerful once he loses the Sharingan, but this makes no sense. Losing the Sharingan wouldn't provide Kakashi a power boost, because if that was the case, Kakashi would have never used the Sharingan in the first place. Yes, the Sharingan drained a lot from Kakashi, it took a lot of his chakra, but having the Sharingan was beneficial for Kakashi. Naturally, he would have trained after he lost the Sharingan to make up for it, but okay, he learns a purple Raikiri, who cares, I mean, it's a Raikiri. Still, I'll give you that he's probably stronger than Tsunade at this point of the story, and if he trains even more, he would become stronger than her even without the Sharingan, because Kakashi was a genius. He became a Chunin at 6, a Jonin at 13. He was the youngest ninja ever. He graduated at 5 years old in the academy, but without the Sharingan and his signature moves, especially Kamui, which was his go-to hack when things went bad, he is simply not stronger than the guys above him on this list. Number 5, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Hiruzen knows every single jutsu in the Leaf Village, according to the data books, even though I find that hard to believe because there are many jutsus that are tied to their clans. Like, does he know the Shadow Possession jutsu, for instance? I don't think so. This statement probably means that he knows all the basic jutsus that everyone could in theory learn in the Leaf Village. This also means that he has access to all nature transformations, and we see him doing exactly that in the war, using all of them in order to fight the Buddha statue. He also makes use of the Shadow Clone jutsu, and his most impressive fight, which is technically his only fight in the series, was the fight against Orochimaru, where Orochimaru uses Tobirama and Hashirama to fight the 3rd Hokage. Granted, those Edo Tensei versions were very weaker compared to the real thing, but still pretty impressive, and Hiruzen was able to seal Orochimaru's arms, and also Hashirama and Tobirama in the fight. A lot of people claim that because of the earlier statements where Hiruzen was supposedly the god of shinobi, he is stronger than Hashirama or equal to him, but this is completely BS. I mean, he's obviously weaker than Tobirama and Minato. We just have to see how the 3 of them did against Jubito, for instance. Tobirama and Minato were pretty relevant in the fight, and Hiruzen got one shot by Jubito, but still is pretty powerful. It's just that he is competing against some very tough guys here. Number 4, Tobirama Senju. Tobirama created half of the jutsus in the universe, including the Edo Tensei, which was probably the worst thing he's ever created because he'd only screw the good guys in the universe. He also knew the Flying Thunder God, and he created the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Two jutsus that are very important for the series. Although Naruto is better at the Shadow Clone Jutsu than Tobirama, and Minato is better at the Flying Thunder God than Tobirama. He was hailed as the fastest shinobi of his time, although Madara kinda no-diffs him. Sure, it was a Naruto Tobirama, and then Madara had Sage Mode, but I don't really think he was faster than Madara and Hashirama, at least when fighting speed is concerned. Sure, the Flying Thunder God makes you teleport instantaneously in whatever you have a marking on, but that's not really physical speed, is it? However, Tobirama is quite powerful. He also has access to jutsus like the multiplying paper bombs, which are pretty strong, they hit very hard, and he is an accomplished water style user. Though he got funneled by Shrinkaku and Frinkaku, which was probably one of the worst things to happen to him. And that happened twice, by the way. Once when he was with the second Raikage, and the second time when he died against them. So it wasn't as though Tobirama wasn't prepared for the two guys. And sure, when he died against them, they had their squad of 20 or so S-class ninjas. But I don't see any of the characters above him on this list dying against the Frinkaku squad. Number 3, Minato Namikaze. Naruto's dad, the fastest shinobi alive, the Yellow Flash. Yeah, Minato is very fast and very powerful, obviously. He doesn't have the same physical endurance as Tobirama, and you could argue either one of them is smarter than the other. This is really up to debate. However, Minato is better at using the Flying Thunder God, and he just has more natural talent. Talent that he was able to harvest very, very well, developing the Rasengan, a very powerful jutsu that has incredible synergy with his signature move, the Flying Thunder God, which he can essentially spam to no end. Many people claim that Tobirama is stronger than Minato, mostly because of the fight against Jubito, but I've already made an entire video about this very topic, so I'm not getting into here. If you want to watch it, just go in the link in the description and watch that video later. He was able to counter Kamui, something almost no one can do, and he realized how to do that in like a minute, something that characters like Kakashi would take years to do. Number 2, and this one has an asterisk, and you're gonna find out why later. Hashirama Senju, the god of shinobi, the real god of shinobi this time. The man who essentially founded the Leaf Village and the shinobi system as a whole. He was a wood style user, and he could essentially create a Buddha statue that was the size of the Leaf Village with 1,000 arms. Pretty powerful dude. He was so strong that even a century after his death, everyone wanted some of his cells so that they could harvest his powers, which were essentially the end-all be-all powers in the Naruto universe. Insane regeneration, insane wood style, insane physical capabilities, insane chakra reserves. This guy was insane in almost every regard. He was able to take on Madara with the Nine Tails. He was able to tame the Nine Tails as though it was a poodle. This guy was no joke. Hashirama deserves to be called the god of shinobi. There are many reasons as to why you would call him that, but just his strength is one of those for sure. Number 1, Naruto Uzumaki with an asterisk. So Naruto, whenever he gets the 6th Path Sage Mode, he completely outscales anyone else on this list. He is fighting Jubidara. Now, that Naruto alone wouldn't have been able to beat Jubidara. That's something that a lot of people claim he would have been able to, but he just wouldn't. However, he is still much more powerful than Hashirama, for instance. 6th Path Sage Mode Naruto is in another tier of strength than the characters we had seen before. And of course, Naruto becomes the Hokage after that. But there is an asterisk. And the asterisk is because I am referring to the Naruto in the Naruto series. The Hokage Naruto who was introduced in Naruto. Not the fake Naruto Zimboruto, because he was heavily nerfed and he would by no means be number 1 in this list. We don't see Hokage Naruto really fighting in Naruto. He just blitzes Boruto when he's facing the Hokage statue. So that's whatever. We can assume that in Naruto he would have kept most of his strength. In Boruto, however, he is getting tagged by Shin. His attacks seem to be unable to do any damage. His punches are rather weak. His Rasengan is rather weak. Even when he uses Brian mode, he is pretty damn weak. His punches don't really punch very hard. If you compare his attacks in Brian mode to his casual tossing of a Magma Rasen Shuriken Madara's direction that cuts the entire Divine Tree to anything, any character essentially is done in Boruto. Yeah, that Naruto outscales the entire Boruto-verse. Also, that Naruto with the 6-path Senjutsu without the QB mode activated was able to punch much harder than the Boruto Naruto has ever punched before. Just look at the punch he threw against Madara. So yeah, if you're talking about Naruto and Boruto, you know, the fake Naruto that's not even canon, he would probably be like number 6, number 7. He is probably weaker than Tsunade, to be honest. But if you're talking about the real OG Naruto from Naruto, the canon version of the Hokage Naruto, then number 1 for sure. No questions about it whatsoever. Watch me ranking the Akatsuki right here. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and thank you so much for watching.